Hello everybody, welcome to today's Facebook Live cooking video. My name is Sigrid. I am with the Family and Community Health Sciences Department as a part of Rutgers Cooperative Extension of Somerset County. Today we'll be making a Bircher Muesli, which I will explain what that is. I don't think we have anyone on right now, so actually I might wait a couple of minutes to see if anyone joins. Last live video, I went over by like 20 minutes, so we will try to not repeat that mistake. Just really quickly, a lot of people are experiencing a lot of shortages of food at grocery stores, that kind of thing. It's definitely hard to get out to the grocery stores with the mandatory lockdown. So if you are experiencing any need in terms of food or even toiletries, supplies, or would like to donate, Somerset County does have a web page with a list of food pantries that are taking donations. And of course, if you do need to access these resources, there are directions as to how you can enroll into those programs. So definitely check it out. There's a link on our Facebook page if you're willing to donate and such. Okay, so no one on right now, but we'll just get started with our Bircher Muesli. I'm sure some people looked at this and thought, how do you even say this weird word, these two weird words? Well, it's a Swiss word. It's pronounced Bircher Muesli, so like Bircher, moose, and then Li like a key, right? So Bircher Muesli, it is a Swiss recipe. I think that it's found in some other German-speaking countries. It's essentially a porridge. It's essentially the overnight oats. A lot of people call it the original overnight oats because it's a recipe that dates way back to the 1900s. So that's what we'll be making today. I made the original recipe, so we're going to kind of do a bit of a riff off of the original recipe. The original recipe calls for a lot of lemon juice and mostly grated carrots with a tiny sprinkle of oats. So this is what it looks like. Right, it's pretty pale. You use condensed milk to sweeten it. You use about a tablespoon of condensed milk. You grate an entire apple. It actually recommends 1 to 2 apples. I only did 1. 40 grams of lemon juice, which is quite a bit of lemon juice, which explains why you need the condensed milk to really sweeten it. And then some chopped nuts to top it. So it is quite tart. If you're into that, then I definitely recommend this kind of recipe because. So I made this yesterday, trying it for the first time today. It's good. Yeah, it definitely holds well overnight. So definitely a good one. Today's recipe is going to look a little bit different. It's going to be a lot different in terms of the measuring of the wet versus dry ingredients. So we'll be using oats. The ingredients you'll need for today's recipe are oats, rolled oats. You can do quick oats, especially if you want this to not sit overnight, but you want it for maybe like a little bit later. It'll definitely be ready to eat a lot sooner. So we've got quick oats. You'll want something like an orange juice. You could use lemon juice. It's going to be very sour. Apple juice. Definitely try to stay away from the juices that have added sugars. So our orange juice today, it's 100% orange juice, no added sugars. Apple juice is a good choice. Cranberry juice, pomegranate juice would be a really great addition to this. So this would be about half a cup. We have half a cup of water here. We have about a quarter cup of yogurt. So the original recipe does not call for a yogurt, although in Switzerland you will find that a lot of Bircher Mueslis do have yogurts in them. So we here have low-fat plain yogurt. It's about a quarter of a cup. And then aside from that, you'll want some fruits to go in there overnight. Everything else would just be toppings when you're ready to serve it. So here I've got some mixed berries. I think it's raspberries, blueberries, and blackberries. In addition to that, we've got some grated apple. I think green would work really well, but I only had red, so that's what we're using today. So with this recipe, it's super, super simple. It's just about assembling it. And there's really no wrong way to do it. It's not like baking or something where you have to put in ingredients at a certain time. You just kind of go for it. So I'll start with the oats. So I've got my oats here. I'll just pour in the orange juice, or half cup of orange juice. I'll pour in the water. So it's gonna be quite wet. You'll notice that it'll be quite wet. But oats, they'll, you know, these are rolled oats, so they'll soak up the wet ingredients overnight. We'll put in our yogurt. All right, it's looking like a soup right now. I mean, when you're making it, you'll be thinking, this is so weird. Orange juice with the yogurt and the oats. I mean, even as I'm making it, you can kind of see it. It's just looks like a slop. But I assure you it tastes delicious. All right. So that's all mixed together. I'm going to add in the grated apple now. So this is about grated apple. You can definitely play around with the measurements. You could add in some more grated apple. Like I said, there's really no wrong way to do this. You can even add in some grated or shredded carrots, and I think that adds a nice sweetness to it. I've seen recipes with shredded zucchini or grated zucchini. I think they call those zoats, right? Zucchini oats. So many porridge recipes nowadays, which for someone that loves oatmeal and that kind of thing, it's a great thing. Okay, so that is done. From there, we'll put in our mixed berries. Right here, I've got so many things in front of me. You definitely don't need this many things. You could literally just do the oats and the yogurt and a splash of the orange juice just to give it a bit of tang. And a bit of the water and just put it in overnight. I like to make it a little bit more interesting. Just because, especially with the berries, I think it makes it look very, very pretty if you look at it here right now. Do you have anyone on this Facebook Live right now? I don't think so. Just because if you look at it right here, it's very pink. It's very pink. You see all the berries sort of pop out. It's nice and colorful, so it definitely makes it appetizing. Look appetizing. I definitely think you eat with your eyes first, so it's definitely something you want to make sure it looks good. Okay, so that's done. And then after that, you're pretty much done. You just want to put it in the fridge overnight, and then the next day it'll be ready to eat. And I've got that ready here for you guys to see. This is our muesli that has already been prepared. All I have to do at this point is top it. So what I like to do is put in a bit of fats in there. So the kind of fats that I like to include, you can do nut butters. I like the crunch. I like an added crunch in there. So I'll sprinkle in some sunflower seeds along with some pepitas, which are very high in magnesium and zinc. So I like that about them. So this is our pepitas, and these are our sunflower seeds. I think I'm also gonna do some shredded coconut. It's unsweetened just because I feel like the orange juice is already sweet enough for our recipe, so there's no need to add any added sugar in here. And then the apple's also very sweet. It adds another layer of sweetness in there. And then I've got some goji berries, so I'll add those in. And again, this is just very to your taste. There's no precise measurements involved with this besides the whole wet dry. I think it's like a 1:1:1 ratio. So the juice is half a cup, oats half a cup, and then the water is half a cup. And then I did a 1/4 cup of the yogurt. And then I'll just put on some blueberries because I love blueberries too. Can never get enough blueberries. Maybe a little strawberry right there. All right, so that is our recipe. This is what the final product looks like. our Bircher Muesli, dropping it all over the place. Give it a good old taste. I think I'd put some more coconut in there. I really like coconut. So that's it for today's recipe. And like I said, if you are looking for any way to help out during this COVID crisis, definitely check out the Somerset County webpage under emergency food assistance, where you can donate to, oh my goodness, it's Kristen. It's my friend Kristen. It tastes great too, Kristen. So check out the emergency food assistance page on the Somerset County government webpage, where you can donate toiletries. They're taking non-perishable food. A lot of the pantries do need these items, so definitely check that out on our page. And stay safe, and thank you. Bye.